All right, let's move on to 3A Sectional 26. Garrett versus Fairfield in the first round, Culver versus Lakeland, and then on the bottom half you got Heritage versus Jimtown. The Jimmies ranked 12th, and West Noble versus Tippecanoe Valley. The only ranked team going in would be Jimtown. They're a perennial power, whether it's been 2A, whether it's been 3. I know Lures fans have had a lot of good games with Jimtown before. And then you got to take a look at Garrett right at the top. I mean, Fairfield is not the typical Fairfield that we've seen. Garrett 6-1. And if the records play out, they would have to face a Culver team in the second round that's also pretty darn good at 5-2. How do you see this bracket playing out?
I see Garrett and Jimtown meeting up in the final. I think Culver is going to be a very tough opponent, and we'll see. I think that'll be at Culver, I want to say, if they do advance Garrett and Culver. So that'll be a tough game for Garrett. Since Garrett lost, we they were like a little bit of an afterthought for a while, and they're still 6-1. And so they've kind of rounded it in form. The last couple weeks they want to continue that positive momentum. But, you know, they're going to have to face Jimtown in that final likely if they get there. And it's always a tremendous challenge to face the Jimmies.
As far as Heritage goes, where have you seen Heritage improve? Because Nico Tagulis in his first year, they graduated some players. This is a Heritage team really just a few years ago in the Connor Sheehan era that actually beat #1 ranked Jimtown in the postseason. Can they do it again?
It's going to be very tough this year. I think we've seen a transition year. Obviously, Nico Tagulis takes over. I think some changes on coaching staff, changes in scheme, and I think are they ahead of schedule? Maybe. I think you have to talk to Nico Tagulis about that. He'd probably want more wins than what they have now, but I think we all looked at this year as kind of they need to a new regime and get comfortable with Coach Tagulis, and they'll bounce back next year. But it's going to be very tough to go on the road at Jimtown and really be competitive in that game.